sanity savers, things that are helping me to keep it together and keep moving forward. That's what I have for you today. I don't know about the rest of you, but this time change is seriously messing with my family, and I vote no to time change. Can we vote that while we vote for everything else? Okay, so if you are new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Val. I am the homeschooling mom of 3 small kiddos between the ages of 3.5 and 1.5. Here I talk about all things homeschooling, motherhood, mom life, toddler life. That's it. So just recently, I did a video telling you all about the kind of struggles that I'm having right now as a mom, as a homeschooler, as a wife, as a woman, as a human being on this planet. Lots of struggles happening right now. And if you didn't see that video, I will leave a link below and you can check that out. But just overall struggling lately. And there are some things that I have been doing or have just started doing to kind of help me come out of that, to help me feel like more of myself and kind of bring it inward and figure out what I need to do, what I can do to kind of get back to a normal place, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to share them with you today in hopes that some of these things will also help you, or you'll find some new favorites. So here we go. Okay, so first of all, we're going to talk books. I have read some really good books over the last couple of months, maybe. It takes me a little longer than it used to get through a book, but we're getting there. So some of these books are more homeschool focused, but all of them are mom focused. So if you have kids, you have children in your care that you are taking care of and trying to raise into good human beings, then all of these books are great suggestions. So we're going to start with The Brave Learner by Julie Bogart. I don't have the actual book. I had it from the library, but that was really good. And it talks all about how to build enchantment into your homeschool and keep learning fun and exciting for your kids, no matter their age, whether they're high schoolers or young preschoolers. And it was really inspiring, gave lots of really great ideas. I love Julie Bogart. I'm going to talk about her again in a few minutes, but that book is really good. Definitely a must for homeschooling moms. Next book that I love is The Read Aloud Family by Sarah Mackenzie. She talks all about how you should create a culture of reading in your home and in your family and in your homeschool, and how important reading is for kids and for the connection between kids and their parents and each other, and how it can bring you closer. And in the back of her book, she has tons and tons and tons of book lists for all ages, all stages, board books for babies and toddlers, all the way up through chapter books for older kids, and how important it is to read aloud to your children, not just have them read to themselves. But that book was really great too. And that book led me to the Read Aloud Handbook by Jim Trelease, because this is the book that inspired her to begin the whole Read Aloud family, Read Aloud Revival, all of that. If you don't know anything about Sarah Mackenzie, look her up. She's got a lot of great information. I'm actually going to talk about her again in a minute too. But so then there's this book, which talks all about the science behind reading aloud to your kids and what that can do for them and how important it is. And I mean, we all know reading is important for kids. So this was an awesome read. I'm actually still working through it, but this is an awesome read. And this also has book lists in it. So lots and lots of great book suggestions for all ages. Next book that I love so much, and this is more homeschool related, but is The Call of the Wild and Free by Ainsley Armand. I loved this book. It just was so inspiring. It's reclaiming wonder in your child's education. It was so inspiring, and it just it just solidifies all the reasons why I want to homeschool our kids. I just can't say enough about this book. I loved this book. I wish I could be more like this book, but I'm just too regimented, scheduled. I don't know. But anyway, still an awesome and inspiring read. Okay, and the last book, I mean, it is a book, but something that I've been trying to do to kind of, like I said, bring myself inward and figure out what's going on in my brain is kind of like journaling a little bit. I get up early. I've been getting up earlier in the morning, and the very first thing I do before I pick up my phone is read the day in A Gracious Space by Julie Bogart. Again, and this is it says daily reflections to sustain your homeschooling commitment. And she has an edition for each season. This is the fall edition. And what it is, let me set my coffee down, is that each day it has like this little essay, I guess, type thing. And then there's a quote of the day and sustaining thought. And so what I've been doing is reading the day and then just kind of journaling my thoughts about this and how it pertains and how, like, what I took from it and how it pertains to us. And it would be different for every person, I'm sure. But that's kind of been helping. I like to journal, but I need a prompt or a topic or something like that. So this is what I've been doing, and I've liked it so far. And I am definitely not going to finish the fall edition before it turns to winter, but I'm just going to keep working through it. So like I said, I love Julie Bogart also. So this has been awesome. Okay, other things that I do for myself and to kind of help me feel better and get a moment alone. I love podcasts. I will listen to them while I am making dinner. I listen to them when I'm in the shower. So I will hop in the car and I will put on a podcast while I'm driving. I love podcasts. So some of my favorites, and I seriously look so forward to listening to them, and I have a hard time deciding which ones I want to listen to when I do get a minute to listen to them. So some of the podcasts I love are Brave Writer by Julie Bogart. She talks all things parenthood, motherhood, mostly homeschooling. She has guests on that she talks to. She just talks about a topic on her own. I love her though. So I love that podcast. If you know Brene Brown, she's fantastic for women to listen to. She has a podcast called Unlocking Us, I believe. I will link all of these books, all of this stuff. I'll list it down below so that you can look it up too. But I think it's called Unlocking Us. That one is really great. That one's really, it can be really deep and really get you thinking. Also, Sarah Mackenzie has the Read Aloud Revival podcast. That one is really great. She talks to different authors, different topics about books, as well as lots of other motherhood and homeschooling topics. And then also Ainsley Arment has the Wild and Free podcast, which also talks with lots of other homeschool moms, lots of homeschool topics, motherhood topics in general, all kinds of great stuff. Now, if you want something that is more lighthearted and fun and hilarious, which also, who doesn't need those kinds of things on a daily basis? I love The Office Ladies. Love, 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 love. If you are an Office fan, it is a must. If you are not an Office fan, you are an Office fan. You just haven't given it enough time. So it is Jenna and Angela who played Pam and Angela on The Office. And they're best friends in real life. And they have this podcast where they talk about each episode. They go in depth and behind the scenes of each episode of The Office. Sometimes they have guests, other people from the show. But it's just It's fantastic. If you're like me, I have watched the entire series of The Office at least 7 times all the way through. I can never get enough of it, and this just adds to my love. Makes me feel good, makes me laugh. And the last thing that I want to mention is actually a social media account. It is Ralphie from Simply on Purpose. If you don't know the account and you don't know Ralphie, run, don't walk, run, and go look her up on Instagram. She's amazing. She has so much knowledge. She's the sweetest person. I have learned so much, and I just want to be more like Ralphie. She is an advocate for positive parenting, and she is all about teaching the parent how to be more of a positive parent in order to change the lives of the children in our own lives and around the world. And I think it's fantastic, and I want to be and do all of the things that she talks about. And it is hard, but it is worth it, and I am trying. She has been on lots of different podcasts, which she has a list. You can, if you click the link in her Instagram bio, you can see a whole list of the different podcasts that she's been on. So she's got all of that that's completely free that you can listen to. She does tons of Insta stories daily. She's on Instagram and Insta stories talking about all sorts of different positive parenting techniques and topics. And she has a ton of saved highlights on her Instagram account that you can go through and watch. She's amazing. You must check her out. You must. So I love Ralphie. So those are just a few of the things that I've been doing, books I've read, that are kind of helping lift me up. They kind of have been encouraging and positive and just helping me get through this kind of hard season right now. So I hope that you found something helpful. Let me know what you do to kind of not be mom, but be you. And when you need a pick-me-up, what is it that you do that helps you to feel better? Let me know if you check out any of the things I mentioned. Let me know below. I'd love to hear what you thought of them. And I hope it was encouraging for you. If this video was helpful for you, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you trying to build this positive, happy, supportive community of moms, and I want you to be a part of it. So please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. Lots more coming. Make sure your bell notification's on so that you know anytime a new video pops up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.